lighting. I look shiny. So let me get a light, some more light, guys. One moment. Now I feel like I'm super shiny. Do you guys think so? And you know my little wig getting me on my nerve. All right. I do not like to come on my live and not be ready. So you know that's already getting me on my nerve. But forgive me, guys. If my coach were to see me, she would be like, "Why weren't you ready before you come on the live? Why weren't you ready?" Anyway, guys, I am here and we're going to start. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Now, let me see how I can get to see the comments. Now, sometimes I don't see all of the comments. Please, please, please. I'm not ignoring anyone. Um, I'm just still navigating my world over here. Nevertheless, let me pull up my notes and let's go in. Some of the most powerful women are the ones you've never heard preach. Some of the most powerful women are the ones that you've never heard preach. Good morning. There is a kind of power that does not introduce itself. And I'm going to try to pull up Facebook on another screen so that I can see because I don't like to miss my people when they're live, when I'm live. All right, so let's see here. Make sure that I have everybody. So, some good morning, Jillian. How are you? You're on YouTube this morning. I see you. Some of the most powerful women are the ones you've never heard preach. And so this morning I want to talk about Huldah. I don't know if any of you have heard Huldah before, about Huldah before, but this morning when the kids and I were doing devotion, um, we came upon that. Today was Avery's day to do devotion, and she was like, "Okay, mommy, we're gonna talk about Huldah." And I'm like, "Okay." So let's get into it. There is a kind of power that does not introduce itself. It does not announce, compete, or perform. It simply stands in truth. And when the moment comes, it is called upon. Today, I want to talk about a woman most people overlook. Her name is Huldah, not Esther, not Ruth, not Deborah, Huldah. A king was trying to restore order in a broken nation, okay? They found the word of God, but they did not understand it. So they went searching for someone who could interpret truth, and they chose her. No platform, she had no public following, no evidence of visibility. She was just this quiet person. But she had something greater inside of her: clarity. Let me say something that may settle in your spirit like it did to me this morning. Visibility is not the same as authority. I'm going to say that again. Visibility is not the same as authority. Some people are seen, but they are not sent. I hope y'all following me this morning. Some people are seen, but they are not sent. Some people are loud, but they are not grounded. And then there are those who are hidden, but they are but when they speak, things shift. Right? Are you guys following me right now? Some of us have been in a quiet season. A quiet season. Even though you might see us, some of us might be in a quiet season. And oh, I didn't change the title of this. I'll probably change it. me see, guys. All right, y'all. Some people are seeing and not saying, thank you, Jillian, thank you. I like when people are talking back to me. That makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself. And so, some of us have been in a quiet season. You're not being called upon. You're not being recognized. You're not being acknowledged the way you feel you should be. But what if this season is not rejection? What if this season is preparation? And let me tell y'all, when I saw this, when I came upon this morning, when I was doing devotion with the kids, because I do devotion with my kids every morning, right? And that was something that my mom instilled in me when I was a kid. We had devotion every morning, every single morning. And I hated it, and I'm sure my kids hated it. But it has kept me grounded until now. I could, and some people even on the platform would comment my message and be like, "How come you always talking about God, but then you dancing around?" It's about my heart. I don't have to justify anything to people. And you shouldn't have to live the life you want to live, right? But it doesn't mean that I don't have a connection with God, because that was grounded in me since I was a kid, right? And so, this morning when I was doing devotion with the kids, and I stumbled upon this, I felt like it was for me, because Avery has her fundraiser, right? And I'm grateful for those persons that supports Avery, but at the same time, we are nowhere close to her goal, and we have to leave in 2 weeks. And so I'm like, how is it I see all these people on social media that has smaller following than me, and they get support, and I am not, nobody's supporting. And then I had to upon this, and I was like, you know what, God maybe is preparing me, maybe this is the word for me, because we go through different seasons, right? What if this is preparation? Alda was not overlooked by accident. She was preserved for precision. She was preserved for precision, because when the time comes, here it is. Because when the time came, they did not need noise. They needed accuracy, and needed someone who would not bend truth to fit comfort. They needed someone who could speak and not be shaken by who was listening. You do not need to fight for a seat when your name is already known in the room you have not entered yet. Y'all hear that? You do not have to fight for a seat when your name is already known in the room you have not entered yet. You do not need to prove your worth to people who are not assigned to recognize it. What is for you will call for you. Y'all, I want to tell y'all, this word was for me this morning. What is for you will call for you. And when it does, you must be ready to speak with clarity and not confusion. So this morning, I want to ask you to ask yourself one question. Am I building visibility, or am I building substance? Because one will attract attention, but the other will command respect. One will attract attention, but the other will command respect. God does not only use the visible, He uses the aligned. God does not only use the visible, He uses the aligned. And when your life is aligned, you will not have to chase influence. Influence will find you. When your life is aligned, you will not have to chase influence. Influence will find you. If this spoke to you this morning, I want you to share this with a woman who has been doing the work quietly and remind her being unseen does not mean you are unchosen. Being unseen does not mean that you are unchosen. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope this morning's session was a blessing to you, as it was for me. If you knew about Alda, let me know in the comment section. Have you ever heard about Alda before? Because I kid you not, this morning was the first time I heard about Alda as I was doing devotion with my kids. And I was like, wow, I can see why she was unseen, but yet powerful. Your life is aligned. Yes, your life is aligned, Jillian. Hey, Precious Young, how are you? Good morning. Your life is aligned. And I hope you guys were blessed by this morning's session. I try to use the same lesson that I work with my kids in the morning time to share with my audience. You never heard of her. Me too. It was my very first time. Um, One moment, guys. My daughter just messaged me. I just dropped them to school, and I kid you not, um, this is when they try to talk to me when I'm on live, and they know that I'm live. So we read this morning, Second Kings. So all the prophetess could be found in Second Kings 22, 14 through 20, and Chronicles 34, 22 through 28. That's where I found Alda, the prophetess Alda. And the king that was reigning during all this time was King Josiah, in the book of law. So that's where the kids and I did our morning devotion from. And it was very powerful. I've never heard of prophetess Alda until this morning, and I felt like it was really good to come and share with my audience. Those of you who are very active in church may have known about Alda. I am spiritual. I'm not, you know, you get it. So yes, I've never heard of Alda, but I did read about her this morning. I plan to look up something today while I'm working and play it in the background to learn more about Alda, but I felt like she was a very powerful woman. And or No, I'm not sending you any money. She don't want. She went to school, guys. Dana got to school and they're serving something at for lunch at school, and she's asking me to Apple Cash her money because she doesn't want to eat what they have at school. Then eat a salad. Anyway, guys. Children, right? Children. So that is today's lesson. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Good morning, cousin Joyce. Let me tell y'all something. I got to big her up on the life right now. My big cousin, she gonna be on. She supports. She's the only family member that supports my social media. I gotta say, even if she comes in the replays, I gotta big her up. I gotta big her up. I gotta big her up. I have to big her up. Thank you for being here this morning. So I'm gonna tell y'all the only family member that like legit would comment on my videos. I know her son is going to be like, but I come on your videos. He comes when he feels like. Nevertheless, I appreciate it. You guys don't know how difficult it is to be live and being in the social media world and show up and you're talking to a camera and you don't have the support in the background, people talking back to you. So I really appreciate those people that show up for me. I don't take that lightly. Miss Jillian, who who shows up for me all the time. She just comes on my live, Miss Precious Young. And I don't want to miss anybody names because you're not here. I can't see you, Miss Marilyn. And, I appreciate those few that show up once I pop that live button, right? Because it's not easy. And sometimes it becomes very frustrating when you're talking through a camera and you feel like you can see people are looking at you because the social media camera tells you you have 25 or you have 30 people looking at you, and then you don't see anybody coming in and saying anything, and then you're like, oh my gosh, am I saying something bad? Like you start to question yourself. So I appreciate you guys, those of you who, whenever you see my videos, you just not only see my videos, but you interact with them. Good morning, Anatola. You interact with them, you comment in the comment section, you hit like, you hit love. Those things, those action of kindness means a lot to me. I don't take it lightly when people interact with my videos or they comment in the comment section. I am not getting paid yet, but I'm putting it in the atmosphere, right? And I don't take it lightly that you guys come in and you comment and you say, "Hey Athena," or you like it or you love it or you share it. It means the world to me. And so I appreciate you. And the more you comment on the videos, any video you see, and the more you like it, it pushes it into the algorithm. And you tell Facebook, hey, I like her content. And then Facebook automatically eventually give me access to monetization. That's how it works. When I have no interaction, when I have no comments, when I have no likes, when I have no shares, it comes bad against my content. So I appreciate those of you who understand social media world and you support my content, you like it, you comment. I try not to get upset about it because sometimes people just don't know, right? People just don't know how it works, right? And so they might see a video, they might stop and look at it and they be like, oh well, she getting credit for views. Facebook is not about views. The only social media platform that count views is TikTok. Facebook is about interaction, how you comment with a video, how you talk to a video, how you like it, how you share it. Like when you share it, you get so many points. Of when somebody shares your video, you get so much social media points. And when you comment or interact, there's so many points. And a lot of people don't know that, right? Because they're like, "Oh, I'm just viewing it. That's, she's getting views." Each platform has different requirements and how the algorithm works. And sitting down on somebody's live and not interacting goes against that person's life more than anything else. Or it goes against their videos if you look at it and you don't interact with it. So I appreciate those of you who take time out of your day or whatever you're doing to interact with my video or to like it or to share it with your friends or share it on your page. That means the world to me, and I just want to stop by and say thank you. You guys have a blessed day. Let me know if you ever heard of Alda before. Cousin Jice, have you heard of Alda? Cousin Jice is in the church. So have you heard of Prophetess Alda before? Because this morning was my first time and I was blown away. I was like, I have never heard of Alda. um and we found all the kids and I found all the in Second Kings 22:14 through 20, and she was a very powerful woman. So I am so grateful for learning about her and being having the opportunity to share her with you guys this morning. You guys have a blessed day and see you later on in the day. I have a few videos that are coming out, so stay tuned today. I think I have 3 that are scheduled for today. So I hope you guys will be blessed by them. Have a good day, guys. Bye.